What is going on? I am coming at you with a huge PSA DNA reveal video. This is the June-July submission. Well, I guess I'll call it the July submission because I mailed it off on the 1st or 2nd of July, and they were done processing it in 2 days. I didn't have any special submission deals or anything like that, just a normal submission, and somehow they did all of these cards in 2 days, so that was freaking incredible. So we'll go through these and we'll make it somewhat quick. First, Ken Stabler. Frank Gifford. Another Frank Gifford. That's a guy I don't have in my Hall of Fame PC that I definitely need to add. Dirk Nowitzki. This is beautiful. It's Don Larson. Drew Brees. Bobby Doerr. If you're into TTM and you have not got Mr. Doerr yet, you might want to get on that. His signature is looking a little bit sloppy, and he's not signing as much as he used to, even just a couple months ago. Rich Gossage. Chipper Jones. Kathleen Jenner. I didn't know she even signed fan mail, so that's really cool. I'll tell you something interesting to do with Bruce Jenner. I'm dyslexic. I was diagnosed with dyslexia at a pretty young age, and I was in all these little special classes. It was like 3 teachers to 7 students, and they had us look up to Bruce Jenner because he was diagnosed with dyslexia and he was an Olympic hero and all that, and well, that kind of went downhill real quick. So Bruce Jenner or Kathleen Jenner, whatever your liking is. Bill Parcells. Blake Turner. I think these submissions can turn the most simple TTM or card, in my opinion, into a real, work of art. This Blake Turner, I'm sure you can get this TTM all day, every day of the week. And it just really makes this card look sharp. Bob Cousy. Mark Edwards relic. Doug Williams, the guy that got these, said he got these at a paid signing, so these turned out very, very nice. Adam Vinatieri. Here's a guy that used to sign all the time, and I think us collectors took advantage, and now he doesn't sign for crap. Clayton Kershaw, having a hell of a year. Drew Brees. Dick Butkus. Carl Erskine. I think this might be a rookie card. Nonetheless, this super old vintage card. This thing is awesome. So really, really cool. Don Sutton on a printing plate. Dick LeBeau. Hang on, buddy. Eli Manning. I don't think I showed these just yet. I mean, there's just cards upon cards over here. Peyton Manning. I'll tell you what is really, really funny about these Peyton Mannings. Last submission, we were 0 for 8. 0 for 8 on Peyton Manning submissions. And this submission, we were 4 for 4. And I believe 2 of the Peyton Mannings, including this one right here, was a resubmit. Meaning they failed it last time, and this time they slabbed it. So it was funny that the gentleman that sent this, I tried to talk him out of not sending, but he said he wanted to roll the dice anyways. So good on you. Scott Stevens, Tony Dorsett, the late great Tony Gwynn, How hot's this guy right now? Aaron Judge. Man, if I owned this Aaron Judge, there's no way I would hold on to that thing right now. I'd be letting that bad boy fly. Andrew Jones. Greg Maddux. What was it, in about 99, 2000, 2001, Greg Maddux signed his fan mail every spring training. You could pretty much count on it. That was the only time he signed his fan mail. So when I was, I was in high school those years. I got one each year. Vic Beasley with the Never Give Up inscription. Tim Goad. I believe Miss Maria sent in a ton of Patriots cards. Tim Fox. Timothy Tebow. That's one card I really wish I had in my collection. I wish I had a Tim Tebow autograph. Tony Gonzalez. I like to look at these cards when people send them in and kind of give them my own little look over or opinion if they're real or not. And I really, really thought this one would not be authentic. But it shows what I know. I was pretty good. I think I probably did about 85% of the ones that failed. I called it before they were submitted, so really happy with that. Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly does sign TTM. He just requires a donation, which goes to a good cause. Jason Alexander. The old cat from Seinfeld. Jerry Jones. If you want one of these, you can just ask Jerry Jones via TTM and he'll send you a business card. All day, every day. Joe Sakic. Juan Marichal. There's another guy that used to sign a ton, and he just doesn't do it anymore for health reasons. It's Gale Sayers. Some more Hall of Fame printing plates. Gaylord Perry. Another Gaylord Perry. I'm not going to pronounce this name because I messed it up in a couple videos back. Ivan Pudge Rodriguez. Hall of Famer Joe Torre. And I actually seen a bunch of people got his stuff back TTM today. Care of, I believe it was MLB headquarters there in New York. A long wait, but he does sign his fan mail. This is a really cool Jason Alexander. It says George Costanza down here. It's a really cool little custom card. This is going to be Cole Hamels fans, Clint. This one is epic. George the Animal Steele. Terry Funk. Another Terry Funk. And another Terry Funk. So really cool. Clint sent him this printing plate and he decided to sign it on the back of the card. Greg Louganis, another Olympian. Let's see if I can get this. Gino Capellinetti? I think that's it, man. I think I nailed that one. Maybe not. Let me know. Gale Sayers. Oh. That old penmanship, man. That thing's beautiful. Dirk. Go ahead and send in your Dirks while you can. I believe he just signed an extension with the Mavs. Andy Johnson. Bruce Armstrong. Another Bruce Armstrong. Brooks Robinson. Another Brooks Robinson printing plate. Blake Bortles. And Ken Stabler. Ken Stabler was signing quite a bit of fan mail before he passed. Actually, quite a bit. He was one per. But heck, I've seen people sending almost weekly to him. Eli Manning. So here's y'all's question. Are these Eli Mannings real or not? PSA DNA seems to think so. Another Eli Manning. Eric Lindros. Ernie Banks. Not going to pronounce this hockey player's name, but that card is beautiful. Evan Longoria, he does sign TTM via the stadium, but he is really, really tough. Eric Lindros. Eric Dickerson. Keith Bars, I believe it's pronounced. We're almost done. We've got about another 5 minutes or so. Peyton Manning. The old knuckleballer, Phil Necro. Really jealous of this one right here. Phil Rizzuto. Old Scooter. Paul Hornung. A printing plate of Paul Molitor. Pat Studstill. Raymond Berry. And I think what's funny about Raymond Berry in this submission is they actually denied or turned down one of Raymond Berry's cards as not authentic, which I think is pretty hilarious because Raymond Berry will sign 50 items if you send him 50 items. I don't know who would waste their time on forging Raymond Berry. Another printing plate of Raleigh Fingers. Y.A. Tittle. The late great Yogi Berra. I don't know how to, what is this? White Hoyt? Not too familiar with this gentleman. Warren Spahn. Here's Pops. Oh, Willie Stargell. I don't have anything of old Willie Stargell on my PC. It's something I'd really like to pick up. Maybe I'll pick it up while I'm in Chicago. I know his autographs are relatively cheap. Another great TTMer is Wade Boggs. Whitey Ford. People say you can get him TTM. I think I'm 0 for the century with this guy. I can't seem to get him. Really jealous of this one, Randy White. His stuff is really cheap, but for some reason I just haven't added him to my PC. So I might see if the gentleman that owns this card will trade it. I really, really like how this card turned out. This is it right here. This little stack in front of us. What is that? Rich Carmelio. Steve Largett. Steve Carlton. Another Hall of Fame owner, or I should say soon to be Hall of Fame owner, Mr. Robert Kraft. Rudy Giuliani. Rhino. Ryan Sandberg. Raleigh Fingers. Ray Morhart. He's signed there in pen at the very top. And this card, man, is beautiful. Look at this. This is a custom card of Marcus Mariota. So, I'm not the biggest Mariota fan, but that card, I freaking love it. So, really, really cool. Kenny Easley, newly inducted Hall of Famer. Archie Manning. Archie Manning's kind of touch and go when he signs TTM. He'll go months at a time signing, and then he'll just stop cold turkey for a year or so. Another Archie Manning. Alex Karros. Big fan of this guy. He's on my Astros. Alex Bregman. I think this kid's going to be a stud, man. Houston really has it all together right now. So really, really interested to see what they do this year. Art Graham. And the very last little pile here. Ken Venturi. It's kind of hard to see the signature. It's really hard to see it in person, much less on camera. But it's there. LT, Lawrence Taylor. They turned down my LT on the last submission, but it didn't look as good as this one. Really, really nice card. Mike Haynes, another really tough TTMer. You can get him TTM, but he is really tough to get. Malcolm Butler. This is another card that I thought would be not authentic, but proved me wrong. Mike Singletary. Mario Andretti in the Allen and Ginter. And last but not least, this Peyton Manning, which was another Peyton Manning that was turned down last submission as unauthentic and passed this time. So that is that. I look to be doing another submission in late August, early September. I'm pretty sure we can count on them not being as fast as it was this time. But I hope y'all like the cards. If y'all have any questions, please PM me on YouTube or PM me on Facebook, and I'll try to get back with you as soon as possible. So till next time, adios, and be safe.